Hi, I'm Greg from Moving Minds Hypnotherapy on the Gold Coast, and we help people to change thoughts, feelings, behaviours, and beliefs. I thought I'd just jump on today to, answer the question, why come to Moving Minds Hypnotherapy as opposed to some other hypnotherapist? And firstly, we're all registered members of the Australian Hypnotherapy Association, which is the largest and oldest hypnotherapy association in Australia. So because we're members of that association, there's minimum educational requirements, both before becoming a hypnotherapist, but also ongoing educational requirements. And there's also minimum supervision requirements as well. So that's number one. The other reason is there's actually three of us here. So myself, Kyha, and Michelle, and we're all trained in different styles and use different strategies and things like that. All of our training is accredited with the association I mentioned. But we've come at it from different angles and with different experience and that sort of thing. And so, yeah, we're all trained in different styles. And what all of us have found is different people respond better to not only other different individuals, but different styles of hypnosis as well. And I'm trained in a few styles, but predominantly I use something called conversational hypnosis. And conversational hypnosis looks nothing like normal hypnosis. It looks more like a chat, but somewhere throughout that conversation, you just begin to feel different about the problem. Regular hypnosis, or more you might call traditional hypnosis, has stood the test of time, of course. Michelle does more of she's trained in a few things as well, but the more direct style and the more traditional style of trance, which for some people it's the only thing that works. I've used all of my conversational hypnosis skills before on different people, and none of it has been working, none of it has been landing. And then I've just kind of gone, all right, let's do the traditional stuff, and it's required that to get the shift in the individual. So it's excellent. And then and Kyha is probably a mixture of a few different things, but traditional NLP, coaching, and timeline therapy. So she's trained in various things as well. And so we all bring a unique flavour to our sessions and client interactions and through the process. Now, I had someone last week see one of the other girls, and basically, I think it might have been 3 or 4 days after, she was disappointed. She hadn't got what she was wanting to get, and anyway, she messaged in and asked to cancel and refund the sessions that she'd prepaid. And I mentioned this to her. We said, hey, different people respond differently, and she might be worth to see me. And so anyway, she ummed and ahed, and eventually she's like, okay, I'll give it a go, because basically if someone sees, for example, Kyha or Michelle, and even me for that matter, and isn't completely happy and wants to try one of the other professionals here, we'll actually just change the client over at no additional fee, and you can essentially start from scratch. And that's not to say that the other person will be able to help them. Maybe not. But sometimes that other style or personality, they can. So anyway, I had this lady, she cancelled. She saw one of the girls, and we put to her, we said, would you like to come in and see me? And Amdanad first said no, and then half a day later she said, I'll give it a go. And anyway, I saw her this morning, and the style I used was completely conversational hypnosis. If you're a fly on the wall, it didn't even look like hypnosis. We were talking, eyes were open, there was a lot of back and forth in the conversation. But yeah, throughout the conversation, she just began to feel different. And so by the end of it, she's had a depression that she's had for decades, by the sounds of things, starting to lift. I would say even more than starting to lift. And the things that she came for specifically, because she wasn't even here for depression, she came for some other things. But those things had all resolved as well. I focused on the depression and then, it helped to move that through the rest of the things. And anyway, we were both so happy that she actually came back, because initially she wasn't going to. And it just meant that she required a different style, a different person. And so to answer the question that I posed at the beginning, why come to here? Well, we're all different. I've had clients that I've worked with, things haven't landed as well as I'd hoped, and so I sent them over to someone else. I sent them over to Kyha or Michelle, and through that experience, they were able to get the results. So our focus here is not so much that it has to be Greg who helps them, or has to be Michelle, or has to be Kyha who makes that change, but we're all here wanting the best for people. And if that means it's like, I can't do the job but Kyha can or Michelle can, that's fine. We're not precious to that, and vice versa. So if you come, why consider Moving Minds as opposed to other hypnotherapists? Quite simply, if you have a session and with Kyha or Michelle or with me, and find that it doesn't land, it's not having the desired result, we can transfer you at no additional cost to yourself and essentially start afresh. Now, what that doesn't mean is, it doesn't mean that one of us has 100% strike rate. We can't help everyone, but we can help most people, and there's probably only about 1 in 30 that says hypnosis did nothing. It was almost the case that this lady was going to go away and potentially say that, but what she required was just a different style, a different way of looking at it, doing something that didn't even seem like hypnosis, or didn't even seem like trance. And by the end of the session, I think we both had goosebumps, and she's feeling amazing, and she'll be back next week, and we'll see where she's at. But I just wanted to share that. I've made a little bit of a pact with myself that whenever inspiration calls, that I would get on and do a little video, rather than think about it and then never do it because I don't get the time. So I hope that's been helpful. If you've got any questions about more traditional hypnosis, more conversational hypnosis, timeline therapy, or coaching, or NLP, or anything like that, hit us up. There'll be a message button somewhere along there, or you'll be able to find it, a phone number or something like that. And and of course, if you're wanting to make changes in your life, if you'd like some help to change your thoughts, you need to shift feelings, to change habits and behaviors, get in touch, give us a call, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.